To really align with your manifestation, no matter what it is, means that you can align with being joyful and carefree and enjoying every day as you would if you had your manifestation already. You can be that right now, you can live like that right now, you can be that happy and joyful and carefree, totally regardless of the outcome of your manifestations. And if you live that joyful and carefree way, then your manifestations will come in much faster. Today I will talk a bit more about alignment, and I will cover some things that I did not cover in the last video. I was mostly talking about that alignment and living in the end is not so much about feeling your wish fulfilled 24/7, but it's more about enjoying your days the same way that you would if you already had your manifestation in your 3D. Let's dive right in. Today's video gonna have 4 segments, and the first one is being delusional and acting as if. I think being delusional in manifesting is actually good, but some people take it too far, and that might even harm their manifestation or even their 3D reality. I think that these very exaggerated forms of acting delusional, like cooking for 2 people, will most likely remind most people of their SP actually not being there in that moment. What I can recommend though is to do some research online, for example, to research some of the hiking trails, research some of the travel destinations you want to go with your SP, research the restaurants. There is no harm in that. It will just feel good, and you can use this information regardless. So no matter if you go there with your SP or not, you can go there with a friend or with somebody else. There is no harm in doing this research. And once you finish the research, you close the tab of the browser, and this tab is gone, and it will not remind you of your SP not actually being there yet, as it would if you keep half of your wardrobe empty for your SP, but see it every day that there are none of your SP's clothes in there. So in my opinion, it's much easier to do that research and just know that you will go there with your SP in the very near future. Researching is really good. This is kind of my new technique. It's called research technique. I just coined that. I don't know if it's really a technique, but I think it can be one. It works really well. It works for houses, for cars, for luxury items, for clothes, for electronic devices. It works for everything. Just look at those things online and compare them, compare the features, compare the design, compare everything, and think about it, which one you will buy very soon. But of course, don't buy it yet. Just be prepared for buying it and do the research and enjoy it. The research can be very interesting anyway. You can learn something from that. You can also go to some expensive fancy shops and try on the clothes and whatever you like, and don't think about the price and don't think about that you cannot afford it. Instead, think about that you will buy that very soon, and that you just enjoy trying it on and see how it feels, and that you know, oh, this fits so well for me, this is meant for me, and I will buy that very soon. But you don't actually buy it yet. One more thing, what I did was research flights. Just a few days ago, I researched some expensive flights to Japan, only to find out today that somehow magically my tax return this time turned out double as much as it always was. I didn't change anything, I didn't change my job, nothing changed, I didn't hand in any additional papers, and somehow magically it was just 100% more than it was the last few years. And I have no idea why, but I'm very happy about it, and I think I manifested it with my research technique. That technique is awesome. Research and you will receive. If you receive a bill that you cannot change anyway, you should just pay it right away and not think about it. You will not benefit from being anxious about those bills. Don't spend money crazily, but for those things you can definitely feel a very carefree attitude, and you can even pay it with joy because you know that you will make so much more money back, that you can cover all of these bills and much more easily without any issue. Let's jump right to the second segment, aligned action. As I already said, aligned action can be very helpful, And if you take some action with the knowing that it will be successful at 100%, then it's very good to take that action. Taking aligned action is important for business, for example. You have to take some sort of action to build a business, and that action should be aligned. If it's aligned with success, then you will absolutely be successful. That's what I do with my YouTube channel. I know that it's successful no matter what, and I know that I will continue doing that no matter what. And I want to help you guys reach your highest versions and your highest goals. If you're so sure about something, then it's really aligned action, then do it. But if you're not 100% sure about it, and especially if it's about specific people, then often it is better to not take any action. Some people think it is aligned action if they text their SP like 100 creepy texts, but it's actually not aligned action, it's just needy action. So when it's about SPs, take yourself back a little bit, take your relaxation back, take your power back, and not be needy. And if you want to text your SP but you're not sure about it, then it's definitely not aligned action, and then you should not do anything. If you did something major wrong, then you should apologize. But then one text is more than enough, and you don't have to send them 10 or 20 or who knows how many until they block you. If they already blocked you, then just keep manifesting that they will contact you very, very soon, and or go straight to the end of you and them being very, very happy together. Don't send your SP hundreds of needy texts. I know what I'm talking about. I did that before in the past, and it led to exactly the opposite outcome of that I wanted. It does for most of the people, so save yourself the trouble and don't text your SP if you know it's not 100% aligned. Whenever you drop out of alignment, it can be very, very helpful to just do something that is relaxing. There are so many ways to relax. I think you know the best what relaxes you. Do more of that, and whenever you feel out of alignment, then go back to your relaxing techniques and do something that is a little bit out of the ordinary for you, and you will see that you will feel relaxed afterwards. The fourth and last segment of today is align with love. Aligning with love has a lot of benefits. It will not only make you feel much, much better, it will also make everybody be much nicer to you. If you align with love in general, you will feel it coming back from other people basically instantly, and that's not just about SPs. It could also be about your coworkers, your family, your friends, your boss, whoever. People will be nicer to you if you align with love, and that will definitely help you with any manifestation, but especially if you are manifesting a specific person. If you align with unconditionally loving them, then that will be reflected back to you. In the long run, your SP will not have any other choice than to be with you, and to be with you in a very happy romantic relationship. How to align with love, for example with your SP. Let's say your SP is somebody you already had some sort of relationship with or have some sort of relationship with. Then, for example, you can align with love by just thinking about every little small positive and good and nice thing they ever did for you, no matter how small it is, and you can bask in that feeling and in the gratitude of them doing that. And you don't think about what you want them to do, and you don't think about what they did wrong. You only think about those nice things that they did for you, and even if it's super, super small, it doesn't matter. Just think about how nice they are at that time and what they did and how good you felt. And no matter what it is, it can be very, very small. Just think about all these small details and be grateful for them. That will definitely relax you, and that will also attract your SP, because what you focus on, you will get more of. This is one of the most basic functions and rules of the law of assumption and the law of attraction and all the other manifesting philosophies, and it works without fail. When I started to align with unconditional love, I had one SP at that time, and I just aligned with unconditional love and didn't think about any potential third parties anymore like I did before. and I only focused on the amazing things that he did for me and did not think about those things that I want him to do at all. When I did that, I not only manifested improvements in that relationship with that SP, actually one SP turned into 3 SPs, and now I just love all 3 of them unconditionally, and it couldn't go any better than this. If you align with unconditional love for your loved ones, you will see huge changes in those relationships, and maybe you will be rewarded with even more SPs, like it happened for me. If you live a joyful and carefree lifestyle regardless of the 3D circumstances, and you can absolutely do that by just assuming that everything is good, that you are lucky, which is like those now very popular lucky girl syndrome, and that you just enjoy everything you do, because if you are in the moment and really enjoy what you do, everything will also feel much better. Your work will feel better, your everyday life will feel better, hanging out with friends will feel better. If you're not thinking about your SP all the time and being anxious about them contacting you or not, but instead you are carefree and joyful and really focus on the things you're doing when you hang out with friends, for example, really enjoy the time you're spending with them, then that will actually make your SP much more likely to contact you, because they can feel that the neediness is gone and they will be much more attracted to you and much more motivated to actually contact you.